What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? Well, today I'm in, and I cannot pronounce the name of this town. Chiqualquin? I'm so sorry. I still can't pronounce it. I've tried 1,000 times. Chiloquin? I'm a Train Mountain in Oregon. And I've been dying to get up here. And we'll do a train ride and all that good stuff around there. It'll be a separate video, but they have some serious eye candy equipment on this property. And they actually have a map with descriptions, and you can do a walking tour. So I'm going to do the walking tour of the train museum pieces they have up here. So forgive me if I mispronounce something, starting with the name of this town. All right, let's take a look. How do you pronounce this town?
Chiloquin.
Chiloquin. I can never say it.
It's like how to chill a quin.
There you go.
Chiloquin.
So we'll come back to this snow plow, or flanger, or snow spreader, or ballast spreader, whichever one you want to call it. I'll read it off the pamphlet. But I want to start with this awesome velocipede. Man, I would have loved to see these go. I always see them on display in museums. Basically a single hand car bicycle. Get up and down for maintenance. Velocipedes are so cool. Alright, let's get back to the snowplow. This is a Weyerhaeuser snow spreader, number 34 in yellow. Type of equipment for removing snow and making tracks passable in the winter. This unit was built in Weyerhaeuser's Klamath Falls shops. Take a quick walk around it. This thing's like a work of art. It's beautiful. Imagine flipping them wings out and pushing snow. It has steps, so we're going to climb up in it and take a look. Alright, here we go. Ta-da! Oh man, smell the wood. Damn, it's fantastic. Who can't love this stuff? Imagine clanging down the rails in this thing in the 40s. Ooh, steps. Here's the controls. Wing down, wing up. Nose down, nose up. And then you got the side wings. Here's the view. Oh, speaking of view, look at my lovely wife out there on the rail wheel bench. Hello. Hey, she'll kick my butt for that later. This is awesome. Alright, let's check out the next one. Well, before we move on, let's check this out. There's a little bit of hazard in the running one of these, I bet. Here's the cable and pulley for the wings. There's the chain. I bet you loss of fingers and all kinds of things ensued back then. Then they had their stove for keeping warm and maybe cooking boiling pots of water on there. There's the tanks. Yeah, too cool. All right, now let's go to the next one. Yeah, there's the chain and cable that you saw on the inside for swinging and lowering and raising. Yeah. Even got the old Griswold signals on here with the stop sign. So here it would look like with no train. And then when a train's coming, the stop sign flips to the vehicle side and tells you to stop with the flashing lights. Those are cool. This one is the New York Central Sleeper, black and gray. Built in 1948 with 10 roomettes and 6 bedrooms. Used between New York and Los Angeles. So we'll climb aboard this one and see what the sleeper car looks like. Ready? Oh yeah. Big long hallway of the rooms. Take a look in the room. So there's a bathroom. Oh, each one has a little toilet underneath the seats. Check this out. Huh. So this would be the roomette. The roomette, here's an air conditioner, controller, and the bell, and the ceiling lights, and the fan. And then you would turn the handle there and lower the bed down. So yeah, that's definitely a roomette. And we turn the corner down the hallway this side, and this is where you come to the bedrooms. That's just seating. Let's see. Yeah. These cars are connected. This one has bunk beds. Here's what the bedroom configured. There's the mattress. Yeah. Controls. Looks like to the closet. This door has a bathroom. There you go. A little sink. Folds up out of the way and your toilet is there. What a way to travel. Next to that, they have 2 speeders and track maintenance cars. So the orange car is track maintenance. So the small speeders are used for track inspections and the larger ones to carry repair crews. In the 1990s, they were replaced by trucks known as high railers. Collectors refurbished speeders to run on excursions. Little speeder there, and there's the maintenance guys. What's up, fellas? Couple more speeders on display. Now, that's all I'd need. Put one more seat over there for the wife, and away we go. We'll be cruising. Look at this beast. This one's a Southern Pacific rotary snowplow MW206. Most of these plows are retired while a few are still used. This snow fighting equipment can throw snow 200 feet on either side of the track. A large circular set of blades on its front end rotate as the unit is pushed forward, cutting through the snow on the track. Ooh, I hope this one's got steps. I want to go see it. I hate to be standing in front of that. We do have steps. Let's go take a look. Here we go. Ooh, looks like some head knockers. Check this out. Whole inside, inner workings. Fuel tank. Wow. Yeah, watch your head. Here's where all the action happens. Here's the seats. Climb up there. And this will be the view. Check that out. Holy smokes. These are your gauges, and switches, and everything you need to run this big bad boy. There's some wing control. This is the other side. One last look this way. Take a step down. Let's see what we can see from that side. Oh man, can you imagine working on this stuff? Wow. All kinds of electrical and wow. All right, let's go find the next thing. What's over there? This is the Southern Pacific Snow Flanger. Built in December of 1928 in Sacramento, a flanger clears the ice and snow from between the rails. When the ice and snow are allowed to build up between the rails, the train could be stopped or derailed. Air cylinders raised and lowered 2 steel blades between the rails, half chevron signs besides the track warn when to raise the blades to avoid hitting obstacles such as switch and road crossings. 2 flags on the roof indicate if the blades are raised or lowered. And there's the flags. Let's take a walk around this one real quick. This one's a little bit more simpler. Yeah, there's the air cylinders for raising and lowering that one. Tight squeeze through here. Wow, look at that. And then there's your stove. And there's the cylinder for raising and lowering the one back here. Look how skinny this is to get through. So just wide enough. There's the rod connection that would raise and lower the flag that you just seen on the roof. Such simple stuff got the job done. This next one's a serious beast. This is Jordan spreader. This one's a Southern Pacific Jordan spreader built in July of 1929. Rebuilt in 1953, Oswald F. Jordan invented this spreader for track work, including clearing drainage ditches, spreading ballast, and removing sand. To effectively clear snow, spreaders were used behind rotary snow plows. Look at all this. Look at that monster cylinder up there. These wings were huge. Can't even get it all in the photo here. Take a walk through this bad boy. Tight squeezes in these things. Everything's so simple. Just a bunch of hoses to operate pneumatics and hydraulics. Here's one of the cylinders. Here's your dials and gauges. This one has an actual heater. On to the next one. This one is a condemned boxcar, so it's a BN 951003. Let's take a peek inside. They've got all kinds of goodies stored in this one. Couldn't tell you what half of it is. This looks like an old switchboard. Yep, that's cool. Yeah, just a boxcar. I love the smell of that old wood though. Man, there's an old stove. Let's go find something else. Nice collection of maintenance away carts and speeder. There's a crane. Here's another crane. So this is a Burro crane built in 1931. Railroad crane is used for multiple reasons, including handling freight, maintenance away, and accident recovery work. The rotating crane's body is mounted on a sturdy railroad car, which allows movement by the locomotive. See all the controls up in there. There you go. Oh, got a little gondola up here. Let's take a look. This one is a Union Pacific drop bottom gondola, UP 908466. An open car designed to carry bulk commodities such as sand and gravel that do not require protection from the weather. The drop bottom allows for quick unloading at its destination. So yeah, you can see the hinge point right here running down the entire length of the car. And you can see each individual panel that would open and drop all of its goodies out of it. Never seen one of these in action. I've seen a side drop, side tilt, but never one that drops out the bottom like that. So that's a cool piece to see. Next to that, they've got an old UP flat car. Okay, now here's a car I never knew existed. This is actually cool. This is a 6-compartment wine car. Built in 1939, used by the Madeira Wine Company. Each compartment holds 1,022 gallons of wine. Whoo! That'll create a good party. This is the Weyerhaeuser locomotive number 101. A 750 horsepower Baldwin switcher built in 1951. Diesel locomotives replaced steam locomotives because they were much easier to run and maintain. This locomotive was used primarily in Klamath Basin. It was donated and moved to Train Mountain in the summer of 2024. They don't have the door open to this locomotive, but I can peek into the glass. Can't see much. Still cool to look in there though. Right in front of the locomotive is a tank car used by Weyerhaeuser. Right up from the tank car, they have 3 Weyerhaeuser log flat cars. These cars were used to haul logs from the forest to the mill. They are of the latter 20th century design, having fixed stakes with an enclosed deck. They were capable of transporting large loads of timber. And at the end of that line is a caboose. Definitely got to go take a look at that. At the end of this train is my ultimate favorite, as you know, is the caboose. This one is the Weyerhaeuser caboose number 1067. So their explanation, as we all know, caboose is a car attached to the rear of the train, providing shelter for crew members who handle switching, shunting, and observing. This caboose has a cupola, a raised section with windows for better visibility. The caboose served as the conductor's office, complete with cooking and bunk facilities. Let's take a look. And here we go. Awesome. Anytime I can get in the caboose, you know I'm going. Got your chair for observing out the back or the front, whichever. There's your bunk for taking a nap, your little sink. The conductor's desk, water dispenser, the stove, a couple closets, and the cupola. That's where I'd be. Another rear-facing chair, the fuel tank for the stove. Awesome. And then you come out the back. Feel the rocking of the train as you're going to your next destination. Such a bygone era. Too bad they're really not on the rails anymore. Just a few left in service for switching and all that for the locals. We'll end right here looking down the log cars. Let me head down to the entrance and tell you about the caboose sitting at the entrance. One last caboose on the property that I can tell you about sits at the entrance to Train Mountain. There's a Burlington Northern across the way there. But this one is the Santa Fe caboose ATS F99150. And it's basically the same description as the other one. A caboose is a car attached to the rear of a train, provided shelter for crew members who handle switching, shunting, and observing. This caboose has a cupola, a raised section with windows for better visibility. A caboose served as conductor's office, complete with cooking, bunk facilities. Cabooses became obsolete with the Fred, flashing rear end device, and technical advancements that reduce crew size. Now conductors ride with the engineers on the freight trains. Let's take a peek inside this beauty. Here we go. Oh man, this one's just as fantastic. Oh man. Still got the stove. Still got some seats. You got your bunk. Got the fold up into seats. This one held a lot of crew. And there's the Burlington Northern across the way that I didn't get down to. There's the water tank. Fantastic. The rear cupolas was always cool too. You mostly saw those on the Santa Fe's. The rear of the caboose cupola instead of the center. What's hidden behind the doors? Fuel tank for the stove. Alright, one last little peek. Let's peek around the corner at the Burlington. That's the beauty of a caboose too. What a way to end it. And this door has the bathroom. There it is. A little sink and your little toilet. Paper towels and a little water tank. Well, there you go. What better place to end the tour around Train Mountain's Railroad Museum? This was fantastic, getting to play and climb on all the railroad equipment. I had a blast. Bucket list checked off to see Train Mountain. And I'm so glad I got to ride around Train Mountain. Even if I didn't, I got to see it, but I did. So it was a great day. All right, until next time, like, share, subscribe. Don't cost nothing. Hit that button. Pappy out.